Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you never miss a play. The Washington Commanders have just made a seismic move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL world. The signing of veteran pass rusher Von Miller to a massive $191 million deal. This is not just another signing, it's the acquisition of a proven future Hall of Famer who could redefine the Commanders' defense as they gear up for the upcoming season. Von Miller, at 35 years old, is a name that commands respect across locker rooms and stadiums. His journey, marked by both spectacular highs and challenging injuries, adds a rich layer of drama to this story. After revitalizing his career with the Buffalo Bills, where he logged 6 sacks last season despite coming off a severe knee injury, Miller is back with a vengeance. His presence is more than just a stat boost, it's a psychological hammer that can intimidate opposing quarterbacks and elevate the entire defensive unit. Washington has been searching for a pass rush identity, a spark to ignite the edge rush after losing Dante Fowler Jr., their sack leader, last season. Miller's signing speaks volumes about the team's urgency and ambition to transform their defensive narrative and finally break through the limitations of the past seasons. Von Miller's arrival is a perfect storm of experience, talent, and hunger. His resume reads like a fantasy draft dream: Super Bowl MVP, 8-time Pro Bowler, and 123.5 career sacks. These aren't just numbers, they tell the story of a player who has dominated the edge rush position for over a decade. But what makes this signing even more compelling is the context. Miller is no longer a constant every down player, he's evolved into a situational weapon who strikes when the stakes are highest. Last season in Buffalo, he wasn't just playing, he was making crucial plays. That late season knee injury in 2020 could have derailed his career, but instead it set the stage for a comeback narrative that resonates deeply with any fan of perseverance. With Washington, he's expected to fill a closer role, coming in fresh to wreak havoc on high-leverage plays, hunting quarterbacks with the precision of a seasoned predator. The Commanders are banking on his ability to change games and moments when pressure means everything. It's a gamble, yes, but one steeped in the hope of reclaiming defensive dominance. The Commanders are not putting Miller on an island. He'll be part of a formidable pass rush rotation designed to bring the edge pressure Washington desperately lacked in 2024. Alongside Miller, newcomers Dietrich Wise Jr. and Jacob Martin bring fresh legs and hunger to the table. This trio isn't just about numbers, but about injecting energy and unpredictability into the defense. Washington's front seven, traditionally inconsistent on pass rush, now looks to be revitalized with his infusion of talent. It's a strategic chess move by the coaching staff, led by defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, to blend veteran savvy with youthful vigor. The goal is clear: create a relentless, multi-headed monster that can attack quarterbacks from all angles, complicating offensive game plans league-wide. The narrative here is about redemption and transformation, a defense that was lackluster now poised to roar back with renewed ferocity, anchored by a legend hungry to prove he still belongs at the top. Behind this potent edge rush trio, the Commanders' linebacker corps offers crucial support that could make or break this defense's potential. The presence of veterans like Wagner and Love, who both recognized on the NFL Top 100 list, brings an essential blend of leadership, intelligence, and grit. Wagner's unparalleled football IQ combined with Love's tireless motor set the tone for the defensive front seven. Their roles extend beyond just making tackles or rushing the passer. They are the anchors that hold the entire defensive scheme together. These players will be critical in helping Miller, Wise Jr., and Martin adjust to Dan Quinn's system, providing guidance and stability. It's a blend of old-school toughness and modern defensive savvy, the kind that wins games in the trenches and on the scoreboard. This combination sets the stage for a defense that doesn't just rely on individual brilliance, but thrives as a cohesive, brutal unit ready to impose its will on opponents week after week. However, the Commanders' offseason hasn't been without its complications. The signing of Miller pushed their roster to 91 players, one over the NFL's strict 90-man limit. This logistical headache highlights the balancing act teams face in the high-stakes world of roster building. A team source revealed that rookie defensive lineman Jerson Johnny Newton-McKay remains on the active NFI list, still counting towards the roster limit. This means the Commanders have a critical 24 to 48-hour window to make a corresponding move before training camp officially kicks off. The pressure is on the front office to make the right cuts without sacrificing depth or talent. These last-minute Roster decisions can often be as dramatic as any on-field play shaping the team's fortunes. Before a single snap of the season, the Commanders' management now faces a thrilling challenge crafting a roster that blends veteran stars like Miller with promising young talent. All while adhering to the unforgiving NFL rules, the timing of Miller's signing could not be more dramatic, arriving just days before training camp begins. It sends a message loud and clear to the entire league. And Washington fans alike, the Commanders are serious about contention. This is no rebuilding project filled with unknowns and hopefuls. It's a calculated push for immediate impact and success. Bringing in a veteran like Miller, with his championship pedigree, elevates the locker room atmosphere and expectations. His presence alone demands respect and raises the stakes for every player around him. It creates an environment where complacency isn't an option. For young players, it's a chance to learn from one of the best in the business. For coaches, it's the chance to orchestrate a defense that can turn games in critical moments. The drama now shifts to training camp, where Miller will have to prove he still has the explosiveness and endurance to justify the massive investment and fill the enormous shoes of his predecessor, Dante Fowler Jr. Miller's career has always been about moments that define legacies. From his electrifying rookie season to his iconic Super Bowl MVP performance, he has been a game changer when it matters most, yet his journey hasn't been without adversity. The knee injury in 2020 threatened to end a glorious run, forcing him into a painstaking recovery process that tested his resolve and dedication. His 2020 season with Buffalo showed glimpses of the old Miller, flashes of brilliance that reminded fans and critics alike that he was far from finished. Now with Washington, he is on the cusp of writing a new chapter. Will he rise to the challenge and become the defensive anchor that the Commanders desperately need? The drama of this signing is not just about contracts or stats, it's about the human story of resilience, redemption, and the relentless pursuit of greatness against the odds. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. The Commanders' defense, historically inconsistent and plagued by injuries and turnover, could find a steady heartbeat in Miller. His experience in high-pressure playoff environments brings an invaluable layer of calm and focus. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, known for his aggressive schemes, gains a versatile weapon in Miller, one who can adapt and execute complex blitzes and stunts with precision. Miller's presence demands constant attention, from offenses freeing up teammates and creating opportunities for sacks and turnovers. This strategic advantage could be the difference between another middling season and a breakthrough playoff run. The drama surrounding this defense is as much about potential as it is about execution. If Miller's signing sparks the kind of energy and confidence the Commanders have lacked, Washington could be transformed overnight, from hopeful contenders to legitimate threats in the NFC East and beyond. The signing also marks a shift in the Commanders' off-season philosophy, one that embraces experience and proven winners rather than risky gambles on untested youth. In a league increasingly dominated by young, fast players, Washington is doubling down on battle-tested veterans who understand what it takes to win at the highest level. Miller embodies that philosophy perfectly. His addition is a statement that the team values savvy leadership and clutch performance. It's a bold strategy that carries risks, especially given Miller's age and injury history, but the potential rewards are massive. This approach could set a trend for the Commanders, signaling a commitment to building a team that balances youthful athleticism with veteran poise. The drama here is about timing and trusting that Miller's experience will guide the defense to new heights, and that his competitive fire still burns brightly. In the grand tapestry of NFL storylines, Von Miller's move to Washington is a compelling narrative of comeback and transformation. The Commanders, a team hungry for identity and success, have found a symbol of hope and strength in Miller's signature. It's a signing that transcends the usual free agent splash. It's a challenge thrown down to the entire league. Can a 5-year-old veteran coming off injury setbacks lead a defensive resurgence and alter the Commanders' trajectory? The drama is thick, the stakes high, and the potential payoff enormous. Fans will be watching every snap, every sack, and every pivotal moment as Miller steps onto the field in Washington colors. This is not just football, this is a story of grit, determination, and the relentless pursuit of greatness that defines the very soul of the sport. The Commanders have set the stage for one of the most captivating defensive tales of the upcoming season. With training camp imminent and roster decisions looming, the next few weeks promise to be electrifying for the Commanders and their fans. Miller's presence will be felt immediately, both on the field and in the locker room. The pressure is on the entire defensive unit to rise to the occasion, to match the intensity and professionalism that Miller brings. Coaches, teammates, and fans alike will be looking to see if this veteran star can still dominate the edge and lead a defense that has long sought identity and consistency. The drama will unfold in real time, game by game, as the Commanders strive to translate off-season excitement into regular season success. If Miller lives up to his reputation and the lofty expectations placed upon him, Washington could be on the cusp of a defensive renaissance. This signing is more than just news, it's the beginning of a riveting new chapter in the Commanders' quest for NFL glory. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.